Alright. It's been a little while since my last video, or I say a little while, it's been a week or so. But I can't do videos every other day constantly. There just simply isn't anything to talk about. And I get that I am always being targeted by the conglomerate, aka the intelligence agencies of 3 different countries and states, of course. And they always seemingly have a never-ending stream of propaganda content. But in my actual life, nothing is going on that would merit me doing videos talking about the situation. Because, as I say, what I'm going to talk about? Nothing? Well, I can't, because I'm not some moron, or not some obsessed state who just can regurgitate the same old merry-go propaganda lines over and over and over again, and then at a never-ending stream and pace. So I gotta stick to what happens in actual reality, and so that's why I haven't been doing any videos. And this video I'm going to kind of highlight how they are making videos, propaganda content, PSYOPS and whatnot, despite nothing's going on. And obviously it's a rebroadcast of the same themes and propaganda scripts. So what I have been made aware of is that I'm again now supposedly just walking around covered in my own filth, have no control over my own bodily functions, and I'm just supposedly this bum who has nothing going for him, and has nothing, no prospects in life, no nothing. Now obviously it's just nonsense. I'm not going to comment on something that is just so blatantly false and just constantly being used, so people are supposed to associate me with piss and shit. What kind of idiocracy is this? So I'm not going to spend more time on that. It's just ridiculous. So what I had hoped, in light of my last videos explaining to you how they are putting active measures in place, trying to have me set up to either be imprisoned, institutionalized, or seriously hurt or killed in traffic. And there has been a few instances where these active measures have shown themselves properly in my daily life, and that's why I did videos last time. And I also know how the Danish state arbiters, aka the Danish intelligence agency, PET, the Danish state, are constantly asking of the people to report me to the police. I had a court case going on where against a while ago, and I won that court case, and I actually won like a 12,000 kroner compensation for a deal being broken unjustly regarding buying a Rottweiler. And because I keep sending the person I don't know what it's called in English, but warnings to pay what the courts had afforded me in the trial, I was made aware by the opposite party's lawyer that I was supposedly harassing the person, because I was sending these warnings to pay what has been ordered by the court. So I knew since that was going on that there was some bullshit going on, some fishiness, where someone's probably making false, writing false emails on my name, probably the person themselves, and saying that I was threatening her because she was not paying what she had to, according to the court's ruling. So I obviously sent a FOIA request to the relevant police district where this person lives, and to no one's surprise, the police here in Denmark are now also so blatantly corrupt that they will, if someone sends or rings in a report and they mention me by name, or mention my car, my registration number, or my motorbike or my car by name, and the case doesn't go anywhere, the police will simply not file it. So any case that the intelligence agencies are trying to coerce through the use of the public, getting public to make all kinds of false complaints, or even to create false evidence, like I suspect had happened in this case with the Rottweiler thing. Then the police just don't file it. So despite people have been reporting me to the police for probably driving too fast as well, or maybe even or some kind of things in these lines that are constantly being egged on by the intelligence agencies to report me for. I also filed a request to North Jutland Police, and again there isn't any new records that they want to make me aware of, or that I can see, because they are not being filed. You know, all of these reports that are being made by the public who are calling in behalf of the state. So I was going to do a video about how this Rottweiler case was being manipulated by the intelligence agency, but I suspect they have just kind of cut their losses, and they're not going forward with that little plan of theirs. Any of these days now, I'm going to have to take that person who I won against in court to a different court to have them pay me that money that I was afforded by the court in Viborg. So that's kind of what is going on the actual front, and I suspect this is not really what you are hearing about. You are hearing about how I'm supposedly the epitome of evil, and they are just so and the social and political persecution of me, this constant that is going on, is just so justified because of all the illegal activities I do and all the mayhem that I'm causing out here. But again, it's not something that is actually occurring in reality, and so they are desperately trying to make people believe that things are as they say. So they're getting all kinds of YouTubers now to regurgitate these sentiments that I'm supposedly the worst thing since Hitler, and again they are desperate, very, very desperate to have people keep following the program and its propaganda, and just kind of look at completely set aside actual reality, what goes on in life, and in my life, because I am after all the supposed protagonist of the program. So yeah, and since my life is so mundane and boring because of the situation I find myself in, being the persona non grata in an entire country who are constantly being indoctrinated and propagandized to hate and despise me, and to think of me as their enemy, which is something the Danish government and its Danish and its conglomerate broadcasting service, Denmark's radio, is constantly indoctrinating the people to believe. So yeah, things are pretty strange and obvious, I would say. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on from a real side of things.